I am live. Live. So now that I'm live, let's see if we can get some, let's do this correctly. I'm sitting at 75.30 here. I don't think I have any takers yet. If you're here, hi, how are you? If you're coming, well, welcome. If you're going to be here for a little while, I'm only going to talk for about 10 minutes because this has just been one son of a bitch of a spring here. And I'm sure there's a lot of guys out west. I don't know about the south. I know the guys in the south, they claim they got corn like almost knee high in some spots. Hey, Scotland, how are you? Good morning. What's up, the sky? And it's actually somewhat sunny. Sunny, kind of, sort of sunny. Oh, it's been a wicked couple of days trying to do anything. And then last night we had a freak 4/10 of an inch of rain. It wasn't supposed to do that. It was supposed to be chance of showers, not 4/10 of an inch of rain. So, yeah. Oh, it is ridiculous. Northern Michigan, Minnesota. I don't know. Is anybody planting out there? I mean, my views drop off in the spring because all the farmers go to work, you know. And then in the summertime, while I'm making hay, trying to put up videos, and oh yeah, I would definitely go with dry nitrogen over dry fertilizer. Unless you're spreading in like drizzly weather, then you go with the dry. My problem is volatility or volatilization. Volatilization, that's the word I was looking for. A little planting in northeast Nebraska. Well, you know, 2 years ago, or 2016, 22 years ago, I was out in the west in Oregon and Washington State at this time. Yeah, too cold in Wisconsin. I think the How Farms Works fellas are out there. You know, Travis and Ryan and Dwight. They're out there planting in Wisconsin, but that's southwest Wisconsin. So it must be dry enough there. I mean, soil temperatures are a big thing. Right now, I guarantee if I stick a thermometer in the ground, it's 50 degrees. I can almost guarantee it's 50 degrees. It's cold. I was going to do some chisel plowing today, but that's not happening. Oh, you want to see the Ford truck run? I can do that right now. Yeah, I'll do that right now. I got the Ford, the Chevy. I might as well climb out of there. 75.30. My Peckway spreader there is full of fertilizer, and I can't even put it on. I'm actually going to take off and go see if I can get up into one. There's one field I need to get into and see if I can get that thing to get some fertilizer on. But there she is. How many pounds the acre of nitrogen would you recommend for orchard grass? Well, how many units of nitrogen? Let's see. It depends. 30 units would do it on a first cut and come back in and hit it again. I mean, I've gone as much as, well, wait a minute, 30 and 60 units. 60 units of nitrogen. That's what I'm doing. So, yeah. Wow, that's awful bright. So, this thing has a really cool procedure here, and I don't think I'll be able to show you, but let me flip the camera. Okay, so this truck has a starter switch. There's the key, and you turn the key, right? Turn the forward key, and then you take that switch and you turn it on. And that's what, damn right, it's a kick-ass truck. The interior is just awesome. This is your basically primitive tachometer. This is low gear, then the black line is second gear, this is third gear, and then anything above is fourth gear. I've personally had her up to 40 mile an hour, 45 mile an hour. I'm gonna pump the fuel a couple times. I'm gonna pull out on that truck, I'm gonna push it in. I'm not gonna actually pull it out and leave it out, and let's see what happens. Okay. Maybe I'll pull it out and leave it out for a second. Alright, there she goes. You're like a rape date, man. got the Chevy sitting there. She'll settle down after a second or two. Yeah, she'll settle down. This is really an awesome truck. It's got some patina on her. There's just surface rust. There's nothing really there. I was thinking of taking some steel wool to it. There it is. I just pushed the the choke in, so it's kind of running normal. It does sound sweet. It's quite the truck. Needs new exhaust. Obviously, the cross tube and the main tube on the right, and the muffler, so that she's awful loud. I don't like a loud truck, to be honest with you. It broke off with the muffler back in there. You can see the muffler's there. That's actually a Ford script muffler, believe it or not. The 1 3/4 inch exhaust tube. Now, I think she's warmed up enough here. I'm going to go ahead and push the... There she goes. Probably going to surge a little bit. But that's it. Runs good. She runs damn good. So it is. I mean, this was quite the find. I'll just turn my key off. Okay, the Chevy belonged to your friend's uncle. Well, you know what? Quite honestly, if you could get him in contact with me, I would love to sell it back to him, because things like this, these are family heirlooms, man. This truck is a family heirloom. And I don't think it's my right to own it if a family member that previously owned it wants it. So I've done some work to it, obviously. You've seen some of the work that I've done. I've done more work to it than I probably should have. But here, I'll fire it up. Everything works in this truck too, by the way. So if your friend... Yeah, I mean, it'd be awesome. It really would be. Get him to I'm gonna go ahead and pump the throttle a couple times and hit the starter. I don't think I even need the choke with the Chevy. There it is. Now this one here, the exhaust is good. It has a slight exhaust leak up and under there, but yeah, there it is. Now I should probably pull the choke out on it. I just put regular gasoline in there. Yeah, I mean, he can message me. He can message me. It's fine. Message me on Facebook. That's fine. I'd like to see proof that he is actually the nephew. Just for the sake that I don't want some yahoo saying, hey, you know what? I'm the nephew or great nephew of William J. A.T.I.T.R. I know that William J. A.T.I.T.R. was quite a figure in Lehigh County, and I'd really love to see the truck go back to a family member. Now, you know, a museum was interested in it. They didn't want to pay much for it, but you know what? I've got an idea what I could sell it for because of the lettering, and it is the original lettering. It's somewhere between $25,000 and $35,000. That's what the truck is actually worth because of its historical factor. But you know, it'd be Scott A.T.I.T.R. has a truck repair business at S&D Towing. Okay, you know, so yeah, get him Scott A.T.I.T.R. Okay, I actually know yeah, A.T.I.T.R. Yeah, think about it in a minute. He works for Messick's Farm Equipment. Geez, what the hell is his first name now? For the life of me, I'm feeling retarded. I can't remember his name. But yeah, Scott A.T.I.T.R. If Scott A.T.I.T.R. wants to come down and see the truck, if we can't come together on a price for it, then you know, I'll keep it in my collection. I am going to actually, if it doesn't get sold to him or some other family member that really truly can appreciate it and keep it for what it is in the family, that'd be great if they could. Then I'm actually going to put a spray coat on it. I'm going to put a spray coat on it and keep it, I'm going to seal it. And of course that costs money and everything, but yeah. I was going to put the loader on the 8120 in the next couple of weeks, but I'm going to have to make a trip out to Illinois and do that. I've had some other issues. I'm going to shut this bad boy off. You can hear that faint tick of the exhaust leak. It's no big deal though. It's no big deal. But this one here, the radio even works. Every function in this thing works. In this truck works. So if Scott A.T.I.T.R. is watching this, or and I'll leave it up. You know, it'll be on the channel. Yeah, so he can look and listen and realize that I really do care as to where it goes. I mean, this truck was going to be chopped apart, and I didn't feel that that was, you know, there was a guy that was there to purchase the truck when I was there, and he was going to just, you know, grease his own wheels and send it down the road. But a truck like that with a body like that, I think it would have just went to it would have went to a rat rodder or a hot rodder, and that would have been the end of the truck, because it's a heavy duty truck. That thing's like a 1-ton truck. Oh, and it's a tough son of a bitch too. Shifts great, sounds good, everything works good. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, so I haven't really answered or asked any questions of you guys other than talking about these trucks in the world. And God, this is just so bright. I'm trying to get the right lighting here. But yeah, so this is my Ag Talk in the Raw, you know, weekly Sunday. I was doing Sunday and Wednesdays, but I'm so busy right now trying to get fertilizer on and other things that I just can't quite. I think it's this phone trying to focus is all. Maybe that's better. I just can't get everything done. I just can't get everything done that I like to do. Would love that truck for hauling firewood. Well, you will not get that truck for hauling firewood, because that truck is not going to haul anything. You know, it's really a museum piece, and I need it to be sealed up. If I don't get rid of it, if I don't sell it to the proper person, you know, if Scott Dotter does not buy it, then it's going to get sealed up, and I'm going to have to put it in the Taj Mahal over there. You know, so that's just how that's going to have to work. The 8120 is going to get a Westendorf loader, the XL 700 loader, because it'll pick up 7,000 pounds, and it's tough. It's a tough loader, so I think that's what I'm going to end up with, and I'm just going to go out and buy it. You know, I'm not going to. You know, I've talked to them, and they're saying that with the steel tariff that's going on, that the price of loaders are going to go up. So I need to really get a hold of them and get that straightened out, you know, so that I know. Oh, damn, that wind is blowing that door, huh? Anyway, I just got to get that done. They want somewhere around. Well, they're 5/6 color. There's no color. It's just going to be a sealer. Yeah, well, you know, the thing is, you know, if this was just a Chevy truck in this condition, you know, without the paint that's on it, its value is significantly decreased. The value in the truck is really that all the features work inside and that paint. Without that paint, it's, you know, it's just another Chevy truck. But there's a history here, a 51-year history of a man that had a store in Clausville, north of Fogelsville, Pennsylvania, and he owned it and operated it, and he made deliveries with this truck. And I just really think that it's a cool piece of family history, and it's not my family, it's somebody else's family. You know, now if that had my name on the side of it, and in 50 years or 70 years my kids or whatever said, hey, you know, this was my dad's truck, but it wasn't, you know. Well, you want to go for a ride in it? Well, I don't have time. I actually have to get in the other truck and go for a ride over to a field and see if it's dry enough for me to get in. So that's what I'm going to have to be doing right now. I'm really getting sick and tired. No, it'll be a joystick. Totally a joystick. I love the IVT tractors. I'm not going, actually, the prep work, there is no prep work. As long as you get the dirt and dust off it, you just wash it gently with water, and then go. You spray that on. It actually goes through the paint, adheres to any of the rust. It locks the rust in, stops the rust. It's like an epoxy, but it will not bubble or anything. We are 3.5 weeks behind schedule here as far as the growth in the hay. So you can pretty much bet that I'm not going to start cutting hay until I was going to get a John Deere loader, but $5,000 to $7,000 more for that loader. Hey, my nephew's coming in. I didn't think he was going to be coming in here today. It looks like my nephew. Maybe it's not. No, that ain't him. $5,000 to $7,000 is too much money, and John Deere and me are not getting along as far as coming together with a price. $24,100. I have to install it. No comfort ride. They won't give me the comfort ride. They say it won't work with my tractor. And Westendorf is like, what? Probably not going to hit 14,000 bales this year. I did just under. I was like 60 bales away from 12,000 bales last year, and um, yeah, you can keep that damn snow. Now, off brands are cheaper here, a lot cheaper. Yeah, load them up and hit the road on tour. No, actually, the Ford. Everybody asks what kind of body I'm going to put on the Ford. I'm going to actually put a huckster body, vegetable body. Yeah, well, that's the thing with the loaders. Is John Deere making that loader, or are they contracting it out? I think they're contracting it. I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. Um, who's Al? AI? Al? What do you mean, who's Al? I don't know who Al is. But, yeah. Who's Al? How many acres of corn are you going to plant? Probably just a couple, three. Sweet corn. I'm not planting field corn. I've changed my mind. I changed my mind because I just don't want to go broke. I got other things to do. Timmy is confused. I think he is. What are you confused about, Tim? I mean, come on. I don't know. Talk about farming and AI that goes with it. AI, and all. Al that goes with it? What do you mean? Is that what. Did I say Al? I don't know. Is that what's on there? Maybe I did that on purpose. Who knows? Fuck me. I don't know. I'm a foul mouthed farmer from New Jersey that can't spell. Haven't you ever seen my other channel's name, One Lonely Farmer? Everybody tells me I can't spell, and they won't accept the reason that it was spelled that way. But whatever. Now soybeans are get a 50 caliber. That'll take care of them. No, it won't. No, it won't. 50 caliber is still just one projectile. If you really want to fuck with them, just put snares all through the woods and catch them by the neck. They hang pretty quick. And don't ask me how I know that, but you can snare them, and that'll stop them better than bullets because a snare's out there 24/7. Guns are only out there for a few minutes a day. Okay, going to be doing some plowing. I'm going to be plowing too. Um, and Al that goes with it. Well, Al's a nice guy. Actually, Al's at the mushroom barn. Anyway, I got to get out of here. You guys are Al pissing me off. Anyway, Teresa's just tried to call, so or she sent me a text message. She's at church. Anyway, yeah, thanks a lot. I'm a little bit melancholy, if you know what that name is, or that word means today. I got some personal shit going on that's kind of pissing me off, and I know what I have to do. And no, I can't get the eggshells. The eggshells are no longer available. I have to get them out of Pennsylvania, and I don't think they're going to bring them this far east. No church for me. No, I'm going to hell. And, I'm going to be happy to get there. It'll be warm. It's an eternity of warmth, from what I'm told. And, yeah. Teresa's awesome. You have no idea. But, yeah. Hey, KY, you're late. Vermont, yeah. Bought some tire jack. That shit really works. See, I told you. They need to put that slogan on it. I bet if they put that slogan in there, this shit really works, I guarantee you they sell it just because of that. Oh, I will be marrying Teresa when she says yes, But, yeah, she loves me and I love her. She's a great girl. You love the deers almost as much as you. I hate deer. I mean, there's things that I've done to deer that I could never tell another living soul. Hence, I'm going to hell. Can't get the tire eject to the Philippines. I checked. Well, if you're in the Philippines and you need tire eject, May 22nd, I'll be back there. Yes, May 22nd. You heard it here. I have to go sign the contract or sign off on the contract. Yes, I know. It's ridiculous. Start, you bastard. Well, that was from David's farm. That was from David's farm. We're talking 10 years ago. On my house. I have to sign off on the contract. You know, when you build a house or buy a house and you have to go through, do the walkthrough. I actually have to do a walkthrough, or they're gonna leave it as is, where is, and how is. And if I don't like anything, they will not correct it, and they're gonna charge me 5,000 pesos a month for the next 12 months till I get there. Yeah. Well, yesterday I was over in that field. You saw on my Instagram. You might have seen uh, you might have seen the bales of hay that I had to remove. Well, I'm trying to get fertilizer on that farm. There's a great big field up in the top that's got springs all over it. I can't. No, I built one. I have two homes there. Believe it or not, I've got one rented out, and the other one is my retirement home. Because yes, I will be spending, probably when I retire, I'm going to spend 3 to 6 months a year over there. And yeah, yeah, you have to go do the walkthrough, and I hate that. I have from time to time watched Grassman. Yeah, it is a smart investment. I mean, I can leave here and go there and live for literally, what takes $50,000 a year to do here, I could do there for $10,000 a year. Yeah, yeah, I'm sure we do have. Well, yesterday wasn't better. It was a wicked ass storm that went through. So I'll be gone for a week. It's 7 days. I got to leave here on My flight is on the 22nd. I leave on the 22nd. I fly to Japan. I'm there for 18 hours in Japan. And then I take the 4-hour flight down to the Philippines, down to Manila. I believe that's where we're doing. But anyway, yeah, that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. My average ton to the acre, well, I don't even know right now. Old cat loader's still there. The gorilla from Manila. Indiana corn planting today. A live stream in the tub. A lot of people didn't like that. I enjoyed it, but a lot of people didn't like that. You know, Teresa even joined me. What's with the mower in the? Oh, this mower, the mower that's out here. Yeah, that belongs to a friend of mine. He needs it repaired. I may do that today. I may just back that bitch up in here and make videos of me fixing that thing. Yeah, right. North and South Korea, get over it. 70 some odd years at war, and they just shook hands and stepped across the line. I actually felt proud of North and South Korea because, and our president, thank you very much, Donald Trump, for getting these two to the table. And anybody that thinks that Donald Trump didn't have anything to do with that, you're an asshole. He did, you know. Yeah, they do look bad. Dude, they look terrible. Well, I just pushed them all off yesterday. I ended in the rain, pouring rain, and we got 4 tenths last night. But, it's just another farmer that farms out there, and that's actually his family's farm. And they threw him off. They told him get out of here. Actually, the fat kid's nuclear weapons, their test facility collapsed on itself, so that's what happened there. At least that's what I was told. I don't know if it's true. Snowflakes don't like tub videos because they don't. I don't even want to get started with that. Any plans on upgrade to 150? No. I've got some, like I said, I got some personal things I'm taking care of that are very, very expensive, and I need to get those things squared away, and it's all coming to a head here. It's all coming to a head here in the last actually in the last 48 hours. And I'm a little pissed off at a certain individual that probably isn't watching. This mess here, you see all this mess here? There's a lot of good pieces, parts and pieces up there. I'm going to take all that shit off of there, and I'm going to remove all that stuff, and I'm going to cut lumber in here with the sawmill, and we're going to build a totally different system in here. All that stuff goes. Those pallet racks suck. So I'm going to build a wall, not a wall, but a 2-story thing that comes out maybe 12 feet, 14 feet. And I can store stuff up top, have my oils, put it under here, and get rid of all of this shit. So more to utilize. Wow, $5? Are you kidding me? I did sell the power steering unit for the Farmall M. Thanks for the $5, by the way. You need to take that back. Don't give me that. I don't need that. You need it more than I do, I think. I mean, I'm not complaining about money, but, I just have to, maybe should I touch on my personal stuff? Does anybody out here want to hear a little bit of personal stuff? Is it anything that I should be saying, or or don't you care? If you don't care, it's fine, but of course. You do want to hear about, yeah, you got your insurance check. Well, hold on to it, my friend. Don't let it go. Okay, so you want to hear, you do care? All right, so, okay. This is going to take a little while. All right, so you remember a few years ago on my One Lonely Farmer channel, I had a girlfriend. Her name was Margie. Margie, whatever. She lived with me for many years. Many, many years. Now, I need to get this off my chest because it's pissing me off. But she lived with me for many years. Like from 2007 until 2015, we inhabited the same home together. All right, till about, it was July. July 11th, 2015 was when that all went to hell. So, that's when Teresa came in later on, like November. I knew Teresa for many, many years before then, and I always liked Teresa. She's a great person. She came into the country with a great work ethic, and she was married, and we talked, and at the store that she worked at, and everything else, and it was great. So, as the years went by, I met her in 2009, by the way, not 2015. I met her in 2009, and lost touch with her for quite a while in that point. But and then we reconnected later on, and then, anyways, that's not what the problem is. So, my ex girlfriend Margie, who was helped me raise my kids, me and her parted ways, and I felt that I owed her a lot. When I built my house, I borrowed money from her. I borrowed this. I'm not going to say how much it was. I borrowed money from her, and we had an agreement. And that agreement was that if we were in the event that we were to split up, that she would get this money. Anyway, she's Asian. What do you want? Anyway, so when we split up, of course, I had been helping raise her son since he was 5 years old, and I felt that it was better that she stayed in my house, and she did. She stayed in the house, and I moved out. I lived in a garage. I lived in a camper over here. I did all kinds of crazy things that nobody on YouTube ever even knew or heard about or saw about. So, I actually lived in my camper for most of the summer. I'd sleep and then get up and go do whatever it was I had to do. Most of the time, it was no big deal. But anyways, whatever. It is what it is. I survived, and you guys never even knew it, which is fine. Okay, so my aunt and uncle owned a house out the road here, and they were trying to sell it, and I decided that, you know what, I want my house back, and I had lived in that house. I mean, I had moved out of the house for most of the summer. So I bought the house. I bought the house in, was it October, November, December, early December. And after I bought that house, I refinished the floors, and I didn't paint. I actually made Margie paint the house, and I provided a home for Margie and Peyton over here at the end of the road for the last 2.5 years. Okay, so I thought I had an agreement. I know I had an agreement with her, and that she would have that house until Peyton graduated high school, and at that point that she would either be starting to pay me rent or she would move on. Well, it's going to be May here in the next couple of days, if it isn't already. I don't even know what the date is. And I found some things out that Peyton was doing that I didn't approve of, and it upset me. And I went to talk to Margie about it, and that upset me even more. Yesterday it came to a head. So it's like, well, okay, she doesn't understand how much money is involved in this thing. In the last 2.5 years of her living in that house, or 2 years and 5 months, I have acquired $52,000 in expenses towards her and her son, which I am okay with. But that's what it cost. That's what it cost me to heat the house, pay the taxes on the house, pay the mortgage on the house, and to this point, somewhere's around $52,000. That's a lot of fucking money, if you ask me. So, the agreement was for $18,000 that I would pay her if we ever broke up. So I'm saying numbers now. So I got $18,000. So I've got $52,000 into it. But when she's done, I get, of course, the house belongs to me. Well, okay. You get a free place to live for 2.5 years, or 2.5 years. June is 2.5 years, and I think it's more than fair that she starts to pay me some fucking money, and she's balking on it, doesn't want to do it. So, yeah, nice guy syndrome. Nice guy syndrome only gets you as far as, when you stop being nice, then you are the asshole. So today I am asshole numero uno, the biggest asshole this side of the Mississippi River and beyond, because I said, hey, to it's time to move on. I did my part. I paid back that debt, that $18,000 to the tune of $52,000, and it's time to get on down the road. Okay. All right, so I'm going to get into it a little deeper because it feels good to actually get this off my chest. $52,000. She tells me that I told her that I would put a roof over her head until she graduated college, which would be this June, but someone didn't take a couple of classes, and now it's going to be June of 2019. That's a whole nother year. A whole nother year is $23,000 worth of taxes, heat, and mortgage on the house. That's what it is. An additional $23,000 on top of the $18,000 that I was supposed to, or the $52,000 that I've already spent on someone that I'm no longer with. And I feel that I have completed, I think that I've completed my obligation to this person. Now, she doesn't feel that way. So, I did the figuring last night, and I was pretty pissed off about it. And I thought, you know what? She's got a signed piece of paper that has my name and her sister's name and a notary public's name on it, and it's sealed, and it says that I would be paying her the $18,000, and at the time that we break up. But now she's balking on it, and I guarantee you that motherfucker is gonna pull that piece of paper out and say, hey, you still owe me $18,000. So this morning, me and Teresa sat down and we talked, and she's like pulling her fucking hair out. She's like, I can't believe you did this. And I'm like, well, you know what? I can't believe I did it either. And I never thought that I'd get fucked in the ass as bad as I'm getting fucked in the ass. So I told Teresa, and this is it. June, when Peyton graduates, I am writing a check for $18,000, and I'm going to hand it to her, and then she will vacate my home. And if she does not vacate my home, I'll give her the opportunity to pay me $2,000 a month rent on the property. And that will be the end of that. So we'll see where that goes. Now that I've got that off my chest, that is a shortened down version of the events that are taking place. But that's why I'm not feeling too good today, because I put $52,000 in. It's going to cost me $23,000 more by June of next year. And on top of that, the taxes go up every fucking year, and or I just write a check for $18,000 and complete my obligation, and she gets $52,000 free and clear in living expenses. So I don't know. I just feel really shitty. I feel really shitty because I never, you know what? If I'd have just threw her out of the house when we broke up, and I'm not going to get into why we broke up, but it was pretty shitty what she did, and yeah. Make this available to view later. I probably will. Yeah, this is it. I mean, you can watch it. It's on my channel. I'm not going to delete this one. So, yeah, I mean, it just makes it really crappy for anybody that does a good deed. I didn't have to do what I did. I could have just threw her out. And been done with it. Gave her the $18,000 2.5 years ago, July of 2015, and said, see you later, don't ever talk to me. But I love Peyton. I think he's a good kid. The things that he's doing right now, I don't love. But you know what? hey, what am I supposed to do? You know, it would severely impact Peyton in a negative way if I didn't do what I did, and I just couldn't bring myself to do that to that kid. You know, I love that kid. He's my son, even though he's not my son. You know, and I just really, really, really hate it that it has to go this way. But you know what? Again, he's not my son. I got slapped in the face yesterday. I got slapped in the face yesterday. I got slapped in the face the other day. And I'm not going to be slapped in the face. Oh, plus I pay for her telephone and his telephone. Yeah, on top of the roof and everything else. And tomorrow's Monday, so I'm going to be removing them from my phone service. They can go do that. They can go do that because I'm not going to do it. And yeah, but I got good things in my life too. So, you know, when this is all said and done, I'm going to make an announcement after this is all said and done that's going to probably rock your world and blow your mind, and you're going to be like, holy shit, I cannot believe that. And it'll be great. It'll be all great. So, yeah. Yeah. No, no, you're thinking of of Cody. I'm talking about Peyton, the little blonde-haired kid, not the big blonde-haired kid. Cody's my nephew. He's my sister. My sister that passed away. That's it. That's her son. So no big M. No big M. I could have bought a big M for the fucking that I've gotten the last couple of years. Yes, as a matter of fact, Timothy, I'm going to offer the house to Timothy to live in there so he gets some independence from moi. You know, I mean, I love him. Glad he's at my house. Glad he does what he does. But I also would like to see him flourish on his own. So he can live in that house. You know, he can pay me, he can pay the mortgage and the taxes with what he's making to me. And, you know, and then when it's all done, I just give him the house when I die. You know, that sort of shit. You know, something like that. Or I just, you know, he pays me for a couple, 3, 4, 5 years to get some responsibility under his belt, and then I sell him the house, and then he can pay for the house. That's all. That'll work, right? Why not? It's a nice house, it's close to home. He likes it here, so there you go. I'm not buying anything from New Holland. New Holland couldn't, you know. New Holland had their chance to fix their shit and they didn't, so they can just sell their crap to uninformed people. That's all. Oh, but anyway, I guess my damn neighbor, yeah, bad. He has it. Yeah. Can you do an updated tractor tour? Give it as a bonus. That's a hell of a bonus. A whole house. You know, it's a beautiful home. Yeah, I'm not going to CNH. No. Good morning from Lidditz. Yeah, I've been there a few times down to Binkley and Hurst. Did you take the super singles off the Peterbilt? No, 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 no. I bought more. I did. Here, I'll show you. Okay, so I bought more. I bought 4 of them. These are used tires. Now, these are Michelin tires. These tires sell for just about $1,200 a piece, not quite. They got miles of tread in them yet. At least this one and this one do. Because the fella didn't rotate the tires, this tire here's got some, this is the drive tire, so it doesn't have as much life to it. And, you know, these two don't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these tires on Carl's truck, and then I got the rims and everything. I paid $1,800 for 4 rims, 4 aluminum Alcoa rims, and those 4 tires, which sell, you know, I did okay. I did okay with that, and you know, it's great that I bought them for that price, and the super singles work really well. No, I'm not going to regroove them. You can regroove them, but I'm not. You won't get the sipes, and the sipes are, if you buy a tire and they don't have these sipes, they don't last nearly as long. You want to? My twin brother, what a pain in the ass. He doesn't want to do it. That's all. He just doesn't want to do it. He was gonna do it, and then he decided he didn't want to do it. So you can't force somebody to do something if they don't want to do it. So Chester's just gonna have to. Eventually, Chester's gonna have to be revealed, I guess. But that's all right. MWM engines. MWM. I, I, I don't know. Finished Fire Hill, still waiting for decent weather, but maybe in a couple of weeks. Anyway, I gotta get going. I've done this for 40 minutes now, so you got a hell of a story. You've heard me complain about, you know, getting fucked in the ass. You saw tires, you saw a Ford truck and a Chevy truck start. And Scott Dodder, if you're watching, MWM Motors. No, I don't know anything about those. I don't know that. Oh, MAN engines? Are they the MAN? New Hampshire, feel better. Oh, I'll be fine. You know, it's just a payoff, you know. And then I just got to take a check out there and say, here, thanks for the royal fucking, and you know, be on your merry way, because that's what's going to happen. So it's a shame. You know, I never thought it would end like that, but it's okay. I'll let it up. It's going to stay up. This is a live stream. I'm just